Good day, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 in Rebel Inc., the series that may be a series yet, because we had a lot of fun with the first 2 episodes, which was the first map that we played, which was Saffron Fields. So now I think we're going to move on to Mountain Pass and just see where we end up. This was as far as I've got when I played the game before streaming it, before putting it on YouTube. And I died horribly in Mountain Pass. So let's go and do Mountain Pass and then see where we end up. Actually, also, before we carry on, I should point out that there was a new patch that came out for the game. Just off the top of my head, I think it was 0.5.7. Basically, it's I think they called it a light patch, and it just fixes a number of bugs and a few graphic issues. No indication that I saw in the notes on any game changes. There were balancings, though, so some things will be more balanced, perhaps, than they were before. Now, in this one, we get a new administrator guy, an economist, a long-term thinker who works to an annual budget. So, as opposed to the civil servant, I think instead of getting our budget monthly, we get our budget in advance. So I think let's try the Economist and see how we go with this young lady. And we still have no advisors that are available for us. So we'll go on without them. And we are going to play on casual because last time I played this particular scenario or map on normal, as I said, I got wasted. So we're going to do casual. And we are Hidden Orchid. Wasn't that the name of the last one? Hidden Orchid. Hidden Blizzard. Hidden Magnolia. Malachite. Hidden Piece. Oh, gosh, no. Hidden Trebuchet. Oh, God. Hidden Oak. Okay, that'll do. Hidden Oak. Cool. Let's start Operation Hidden Oak. Launching Operation Hidden Oak in Mountain Pass. The invasion is over and combat forces have been withdrawn. Despite initial hopes of change, the region is unstable and the population feels neglected. Well, of course they do. The local government has asked you to lead an operation to stabilise the region. You have full responsibility for all civilian and military matters, and we need to set up our HQ. The hint is transport links are helpful. So this is a tricky one because you can almost bet that the insurgents are going to come through here and cut the region in two. So, on which side of that mountain range do we want to be? No intel. No intel. The difficulty here is that we have one. Now, what are you? You're not, I don't even have intel on you. I can't even tell what you are. You may be light urban. You certainly would be. I am going to position here in what I might loosely describe as the southeast, and that's where I'm going to put my headquarters. Now we're going to pause and we're going to go in immediately. See, this is where we've got marginal intel. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8 zones. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, okay. Let's have a look and see what we can do for the people of the region. Oh my gosh, we've got $36 for the entire year. Oh, 0 months. Oh, length of the mission. Right, okay, and the governor is the Economist. All right, Madam Governor. Hang on, our annual budget is $36, yet we have $84 in funds. Okay. But that means we only get $36. So the first thing we want to do is civilian initiatives. I think. Just let's have a look for a second. No, I think we're going to go this one. Services discussions. Now, last time we went with water, which was $2, provides a minimum standard of clean drinking water, increases support level, especially amongst hostiles. I think this time I'm going to go with medicine. Yeah, I'm going to go with medicine. We'll take a slightly different approach this time and see how we go. We're going to hit up with medicine for 2. And simultaneously this time, I'm going to hit up the school regeneration. 2 of these are fast to roll out. Oh no, this is not fast to roll out. This is increases, but amongst hostile. This is especially amongst hostile and fast to roll out. So we're going to hit up with 2 straight away to work on the population, because we've got 0 supporters, 45,000 neutrals and 1,600 hostiles. And we are in April. So let's roll along. Oops. Yep, stabilise reason. We're going to roll along to June. The governor has been chosen. Yeah, we did. We chose her. This is it. The Economist is trusted to receive the year's budget in advance rather than monthly. This gives freedom to respond to events, but also increases corruption. Aha. Well, aren't you just a lovely thing? They didn't tell you that when you chose her. So April, May, June. Let's go to July. We'll make it 3 months out before we do something else. Okay. Hidden Oak has money which can be spent to improve stability across the region. Press the operation button to view civilian. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We know that. Just because we got money doesn't mean we need to spend it, buddy. Okay, well, now we're going to spend it because now we're going to do water. This is also increases support level, especially amongst hostile population. It is not quick to roll out though, but that's fine. And then in government, I think I would like to buy this. Assign Hidden Oak representatives to individual zones so that they can work with community leaders and gather reliable information on what's going on. Gathers intel over time. Good. And corruption is now up, but and so is inflation, buddy. All right, we're going to move on. We're working in the sectors. We have very high reputation. Hidden Oak's reputation is limited, and the bar on the right shows how much you have left. It's normal for your reputation to decrease over time, but if it drops to 0, you lose. But the supporters is going up, and this is going quite well actually. So we went July, August, September. So the next change will be in July, August, October. Let's get to we're in October. Well, we need to do something in the region even. And I think what we need to do in the region is possibly this one. This is basically going to open up a PR office. Significantly multiplies existing and future support level. So the earlier we get this, the longer term benefit we get from it. So I'm going to go in early on that one. And now we're not going to do anything till January unless we get insurgents. And then we will be doing something. Inflation is 17. No, inflation is 1. Corruption is 17. You know what? I'm going to stretch it out to February. Okay, so we're now out 4 months, not 3. So let's, water. Okay, so they've identified water as an issue in one of the zones. How are we doing? We are doing water. What about something that's quick to roll out? Increases support level, especially amongst hostile population, fast to roll out. That's school supplies and literacy drive. Fast to roll out. We're going to go with the literacy drive. Thank you. What's corruption looking at? 17. Inflation is 1. Please proceed. So now we're not going to do anything till June. And we got more funds. And here we are in June. What are you? Jobs. Oh, well, that's appropriate. We can do this. So we're going to do this. Now we just need to check, actually. What sort of a zone are you? Oops. Where were you again? Just as well, I've got a memory that's a very, very short-term one. Oh, just above where my headquarters are. What sort of an area are you? You're an unstable area. You have 80, well, that's the entire area, is it? No, it's not. Okay. You have a lack of jobs at 11%. You are urban and you have a road. So we need urban jobs. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to try and tailor our solutions to the individual areas. Land rights. Significantly increases support level, hostile population reduces. Okay, that's from rural zones. Significantly increases support level, develop training and apprenticeship programs. And this one, which is a bank, significantly increases support level, especially in urban zones. Okay. Hostile population, urban. We're going to go urban. Sorry, I said urban over there. It's actually rural there, urban here. So these are two general improvements that can be done to everything, and these are specific for rural and urban. So we're going to go urban, and we're going to carry on. Thank you very much. The next view should be in October. Interestingly, our reputation has already gone down. And so far, all we've done is try to help people. Fascinating, isn't it? But not unrealistic, I would have to say. July, August, September, October. Oh, we're there in October. No insurgents yet. Regional stability 6%. Total hostiles. Now that's interesting. How are the total hostiles 16,130? Wait a minute. Oh, right. Of course, I'm looking at this. This is the zone. This is the entire sector. Region. Sorry, not sector. So we have 2,000 out of a total of 16,000. But how many neutrals do we have? Because the neutrals are the swinging voters in this war. Anyway, we'll come back on that one. Here you go, neutrals, 290. Whoa, 290.5 thousand. Holy dooly. So what have we got going on over here? Water is an issue in 2. Jobs in 1. Electricity. Oh, electricity is another. Okay. Electricity. What's just let's check there. 24. Okay. And have a look at this. So that one's doing pretty well. That one's actually doing better than even where our HQ is. So that's rather interesting, but we could be doing something with electricity. We've got 3 different problems. So I don't think we can ignore that. So in terms of the government, what's this? Bank reserve increase. Oh, look at that. Significant one-off reduction in inflation. So that is the benefit the Economist gives you. Okay, that's good to know. 2 zones of water. Concern over lack of water and sanitation. Right. Well, I think we're going to have to do sanitation, which you think is this one. Basic sanitation. Build minimum standard facilities across the region, such as public bathrooms and mobile shower units. Increase the support level, especially amongst the hostiles. And it doesn't look at this stage as if medicine is that big a deal for these guys. But just let's go back here for a second. Actually, let's not go back there for a second. Let's go here. Rural, urban, rural, 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 urban. You know what? Let's head off some problems. Well, we've got a known issue. We really should address the known issue. It would be nice to go and put something in the urban job market, but I think we're going to have to, when we get specific concerns, we really need to address those fundamentally. Electricity. Up. $8. There you go. Okay, so next one will be February. Oh, we're slowly winning over insurgency rumour. Military initiatives authorised. Okay. Yes, we go. We're going to get 2 coalition forces straight off the bat. You know why? Because that's why. Yep. Now, I'm betting the mountain passes, but just to be on the safe side, your soldier unit has been deployed. Yep, we can do that. And in February, what do we got? 34%. Now, in February, we've got 51. Now we're going to slow down civilian because we're going to need to spend money on the military. And the first one we're going to spend money on is you. Soldiers gather intel quicker and increase local support levels. And then for civilians, let's go and have a look. Water, that's still, well, we've got 2 water issues. I'm going to go ahead and do something in terms of, actually, let's do something overall. This is a 6. What are you? You're a 5. Establish pastures and breeding programs to improve livestock agriculture, provides more jobs. Significantly increases support levels. Significantly increases support level in rural zones. Significantly increases support levels. Land rights. And vocational training. Especially in rural zones. Yep, that's what we want. Okay, let's go. Now 4 months after March, April, May, June. Oh, here we go. Aha. Okay, well, oh, you know what? That's an I wonder if I can cross out. Oh, I can. That is nice. Now, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to buy a military unit. And then we're going to have to start looking at doing something with March, April, May, June. So when we get to June, a new group has been detected. Okay. I'm going to, oh, what happened? Foxtrot uniform is now stable. Oh, great. You have won over enough local people to stabilise your zone and your reputation has increased. Okay, so, now that's interesting that it did that one first. Look at that. It's stable with, oh, it's stable because more people support us than are against us. Lack of water and sanitation, even though it has a lack of water and sanitation, it was the first one to come over. Interesting. Okay, but what we now need to do is deal with these people, and we're going to send in the troops. And they get support, and we have a problem. Villagers are complaining that male coalition soldiers are frisking local women during searches. However, coalition soldiers deny that this is happening and say that local women are only ever searched by female soldiers. Support level has fallen. How should we proceed? Send Hidden Oak envoys out on patrol with the cues coalition forces to investigate the allegations. Consequences unknown. Inform all coalition soldiers they must never search local women under any circumstances. No, you can't do that. Ignore the complaints of the villagers. You trust that you can't do that. We'll investigate further. Send out things. Situation resolved. It turns out female soldiers are performing the searches, but the villagers didn't realise women could be soldiers. Helmets will be removed when soldiers perform searches in the future. Increase the support level. Yeah, this one, by the way, just to talk about this for a minute, you cannot just say no. We're not searching women under any circumstances. Even in recent times, that has proven to be a nightmare. But even as far back as in living memory, the Vietnam War, there were women who were going around blowing themselves up to get into fire bases and things like that. So you can't just go with that. And you really need, the upshot is you really need to find out what's going on and then rectify it, which is what we did. That's the sensible approach there, right? Oh, we've engaged the insurgents. And at least we're going to stop them moving in this direction. So that is good. In August, we should. How are we doing money-wise? We've got 63. We're building another troop. I think we're going to go with one more local. Yeah, one more local. And another civilian, which would be... Actually, let's have a look at the world. How's it going? You know what? Let's hit corruption because it's a big problem. Okay, that's our thing. We're done. And we drove them into the mountains, which is where they escaped to, otherwise known as Gulf Lima. So now, if we move you over to there, we at least have got those insurgents blocked off from this area over here. Warning, corruption is... Whoa, 56! All right, well, I think the next amount of money we spend is going to be on corruption. Oh, it's dropping a little bit, 55. A little bit. Inflation is 4. Yeah, okay, well, we just don't have the troops. Okay, we need to do something with corruption because it's just incredibly out of hand. So we're going to hit corruption for 12. What's this? Establish a team to identify ways for Hidden Oak to engage efficiently with different parts of the region. Slightly speeds up rolled out initiatives in individual zones. Maybe not. Intel's one thing. Develop diplomatic contacts and relationships. Engage with rival foreign countries to reduce their support for the insurgents. I've only got $28 in funds left. And some of these options are becoming incredibly expensive. Embed experts in local anthropology, religious concerns and political science within each soldier unit. Soldiers gather intel quicker. Coalition soldiers become much less likely to antagonise locals. Done. Okay. Carrying on then, please. And in fact, we could move you into that region there. Ah, they're attacking us. Okay, we sorry about that, everyone. There was a real world interruption. But now what we're going to do is we need to deploy the local troops to stop the... Oh, they're down there. Well, we are going to go over that way and we're going to stop them moving into the civilian areas down there. Regional stability is at 25. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, well, you can't have everything. So we're in October and we have $62 and we're going to deploy you right there because you're not going anywhere, buddy. And then we're going to move... Actually, you know what? I think we're going to move you right there, actually. And then we're going to move you up into there. Oh, we have an issue. Oh, a new museum. Everybody wants to have a museum. We can reject the project. Reject the project. Oh, I like that. We can approve with oversight, which means we get a slightly increased support level. Oh, they're both slightly. Cost more money. 34% chance of corruption, 70% chance of cost overruns. This one's much better for us. Oversight and accountability is always a good thing. Always. Now, we're supporting across rivers. Okay, that's good. Now, everyone calm for a minute. Because we haven't got corruption down to a good enough level yet. So we're going to just do corruption at this stage. That's $13, wow. And I'm going to go for more troops. Coalition troops, fast and effective. Slowly train. Yeah, I think so. We want the local guys are much better at this sort of stuff than we are. But we can now, I believe, start to bring this down, or at least under control. Oh, we paused, sorry. And we got another issue over here. What's this one? Unofficial contact with insurgent leaders. Well, no. We're not in a position yet to talk to you. We're a little busy on the ground at the moment. And that would have something to do with the fact that we're fighting you. And at this stage, I would have to say winning. Doing well, in fact. Yeah, we know you're going to be over soon, but you know what? You're not going anywhere, buddy. Because we're on the upswing. Look at that. We've got 32% stability in the region. Medicine supply chains vastly improved. Reports from healthcare advisors indicate that Hidden Oak has overseen a 27% rise in the number of people with access to quality medicine. Thank you very much. We're just going to pause this for a second and then have a look at what this says. Oh no. Long tour, because effectiveness. Whoa, look at that, 107 reputation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the point at which we're going to call it an episode in the region of the mountains. And we so far have, I'm going to say, successfully isolated the insurgents in the hills. Actually, I'm going to withdraw you because I think what's going to happen is that the insurgents we had there are going to leak into there. And that's not going to go well for us. So thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you're enjoying Rebel Inc. it's a fascinating game and lots of fun. We're up here, we've got 33% stability. We seem to be on the upswing with this. So I'm very pleased with our progress so far. So I will look forward to seeing you again in the Gig Channel soon. Until then, stay well and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.